Welcome to my guide to So, to introduce myself, I'm Spectresque, pretending to know what the hell I'm doing or saying. So before we can start turning that flat and boring land into something worthwhile, we're gonna need to make sure we have everything. Think of it as like your terrain creation checklist. What you're gonna need first though is The Sims 2. But before you think, yeah, it's deadware.
Cut the cameras. Dead end.
But I usually recommend getting the Sims 2 starter kit linked on OSUB's Tumblr page. It's definitely a lifesaver. Next, you're gonna need to download Simcity 4 because that's kind of the main thing you're gonna need for this video. And while you could get it from other places, I wouldn't really recommend it unless like you have confirmed sources. But I got mine off of Steam. And once you've gotten them all installed and set up, then you've officially finished part 1. Okay, part 2. So for part 2, before you open the game, I just want to warn you, if you have like a newer laptop or computer, that SimCity 4 might not work correctly, and it's just because you're your newer graphics card. Which is also the reason why I also recommend the Steam version, because I have an advanced launch option code which you can use on Steam. I'm not sure if you can use it on computer. Then again, I'm not sure about a lot of things, but it helps tremendously, like a lot. So if you guys got it off of Steam previously, I'll put the advanced launch option in the video and then paste it in the description just in case. But once you have opened the game, you're going to want to create a new region. And the reason why is because using the pre-made regions are just a little bit inconsistent in my opinion. And creating a fresh region just makes it feel a lot less harder, if that makes sense. But to name my region, I named mine Spectreland. After loading your new region, you're going to need to choose a small plot. And the reason being is that the bigger ones are kind of completely useless. Like, they will not work. Kind of like like in The Sims 2, how like the maids and nannies kind of like don't do shit, or kind of like Britney Spears' last 2 ex-husbands, kind of like that type of useless. But loading into the plot you're choosing, you're gonna need to click on the tree button, and it'll give you a variety of terrain editing tools. But to simplify them from top to bottom, just call them rise, lower, and flatten, or up, down, and straight if you want to dumb it down even more, to be honest. Which, that doesn't really make sense, but I guess that's how I simplified them. Although all 3 of them have different tools, like many, they are the same in their own way. Not really, but kind of. But once you finish the look you wanted, then you're going to need to click on that hat with the pencil button on the bottom left. And what that does basically is establish your town or city. So it helps you be able to start creating roads. I named my town Idiotsville because it makes sense, doesn't it? You can also change your mayor's name, but I kept mine as is because like it's already my username on here. So what's the need for changing it? Now to explain roads, you can't really have any diagonal roads, and the reason being is that they did not add diagonal anything to Sims 2 other than houses, which makes no sense. Because if we have diagonal houses, then why not diagonal roads? Why not diagonal lots? I'll never know. Another thing is about roads, you can place plots on them, but here, wait, that doesn't make sense. So another thing about roads, in The Sims 2, you can place plots down, but the sizes compared to SimCity 4 and Sims 2 are completely different. So let me explain that. So let's say Sims 2 roads exactly next to each other in SimCity 4. Oh my fucking god. Wait. So let's say 2 roads exactly next to each other in SimCity 4. In between those roads can fit a 3x1 lot in The Sims 2. One exact tile in SimCity 4 can fit a 2x2 lot and a 3x1 lot. And originally, I thought it could fit just a 2x2 lot, but I was wrong. Same with 4 tiles in SimCity 4, that's a 5x5 lot in Sims 2, and it can only fit a 5x5 lot. I've checked. Anything bigger or smaller, you're most likely gonna need to get custom sized lots. If I remember correctly though, on Mod The Sims, there's small, like miniature lots created by this user named Mary Lou, and extremely like huge lots created by Lazy Duchess on Tumblr. But once you finish creating something decent, unlike your face is indecent, then we can continue to part 3. Okay, so you're now gonna need to save your work, and I'm not saying that because I'm worried, but you're probably gonna screw up if I'm being honest here. For exporting and importing your terrain into the game, I would show you my files, but that's not happening. I have this thing called Common Sense, but to make up for that, I will make a good edited example on what file paths, oh my fucking god, whatever paths you need to take. Once you finish that though, you're gonna need to open the game up, which, warning on the intro, just for no reason. Once you finally load into the neighborhood, you're gonna need to scroll all the way to the right and click the 4 houses button icon thingy-ish, whatever the hell you call it. Then you'll search for the terrain name. So just to explain, most SimCity 4 files start with city dash the town name you chose. So most likely being the C's, which isn't that far to scroll down from, or you might actually exactly see it when you open the list. And just to mention, while it loads, your terrain will end up mirrored. And do I know? No, I do not. But if I'm being honest, it's The Sims 2. The game's older than I am. It's closer to drinking age than I am. And even if you play with it for a long time, everything starts turning hot pink. Pink Friday. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why I said it either. But yeah. But I guess after that, you're officially done. Congrats on not fucking it up. Hopefully this guide actually helped in a way. I actually wanted to take, for this video, I wanted to take such an unserious, satirish, like, route with this new video series, but low-key it's kind of draining. I cannot take myself seriously, and I, like again in the intro, I've mentioned how much time I've recorded this, so maybe I won't bring it back. But if y'all did like it, just leave a like and comment. Leave a like and comment your opinions. I'd love to see them. See ya.